Demonized Kyo here. So we're going to start episode 5 of the Bingo book series, and today we're going to be talking about how to take down who is the current god of NxB, Shisui Uchiha. So this is going to be a little longer video because it is Shisui. So that being said, we'll get right into his jutsus. We'll talk about that, his cooldowns, and what they do. Let's see if I can find him. Okay, so first we have Flash Double. At level 8, this has a 3-second cooldown, and it applies a medium damage over time effect. As you can see by the brown icon here, it is a manipulate type jutsu, and this is one of his rekit jutsus. Then we have his Fire Style Phoenix Flower Jutsu. At level 8, this has a 3-second cooldown, and this applies a small damage over time effect. This is kind of like his Shotgun Jutsu. With the right setup, it is possible to one-shot people with this. As you can tell by the green icon here, this is a release type jutsu. Then we have his Uchiha style Halo Dance. At level 8, this also has a 4-second cooldown. This applies a medium damage over time effect, and this is kind of like a multi-hit jutsu where it does 4 or 5 hits, and the last hit is kind of like a fire blade that gets sent out. And as you can tell by the yellow icon here, it is an impact type jutsu. Alright, so looking at his first ultimate, this is his rekit ultimate, Suzano Tsukumo. At level 1, this has a 120-second cooldown. This does not go down no matter how many times you level up. Even at level 8, it's still going to be 2 minutes. This does increase his attack power by large after he uses it. This is his rekit ultimate. I think I said that. Okay, so then we have Koto Amatsukami. Sorry if I said that wrong. At level 1, this has a 60-second cooldown. However, its cooldown does go down by level. So at level 8, it has a 46-second cooldown. And it does attack everyone on the floor. And if that wasn't bad enough, it actually gives Shisui 10 seconds of invincibility. So yeah, it's kind of one of the better ultimates in the game as far as like what it can do for the user. And then you can tell by the brown icon, it is a manipulate type jutsu, and his rekit ultimate by the red icon, it is a lunge type jutsu. So looking at combustive sword attack, at level 6, this also has a 3-second cooldown. It applies a small damage over time effect, and this attack isn't iframe when he disappears, so if he does that little teleport thing, you won't be able to actually damage him. Like I said, red icon means lunge type. Lastly, we have his teleport. At level 6, this has a 1-second cooldown. So, and this is kind of what makes Shisui the god of NxB in my opinion, because it's really just hard to counterattack against him. So all teleports are iframes for a quick second, and then this also buffs his evasion and his movement speed by a medium effect, and every ally on the same floor. This makes Shisui the extreme pain to deal with. So we'll get right into the showcase. So if you're not familiar with this, the way this happens is I do a series of 4 battles in my fortress against Shisui. I'm going to showcase the close range pattern and the long range pattern. This is going to be the setup we're using first. It's worth noting that Shisui's, the way he uses jutsu is determined by his load order for his old kit. So with this setup, he will always use his combustive sword attack first, and then he'll use the kunais, whether it's long range or close range. It's also worth noting the way his old kit is set up. His kunais have the same priority, or the same, I guess the same priority as his combustive sword attack. So the idea here is to kind of dodge the sword and then evade him until his speed buff wears off. So you see there goes the sword. Okay, so that's one. We'll do one more, and then we'll get into the close range. It's also worth noting, like, Shisui is not an easy character, so I probably will take some damage. I probably will get hit. Especially if I screw things up like I kind of just did. But you'll notice he didn't do anything until he actually tried to hit me with the sword. I'm outside of the teleport, of course. So for the close range pattern, it's still the same thing. He's going to try to use the combustive sword. And then after this, I'll just switch his jutsu order so we can showcase the phoenix flower. Do that one time. So I got lucky with that seal there. Don't try that at home, kids. So his speed is up now. So now I'm going to beat his... So now we'll actually get to see the 10 seconds. This has become an unintentional ultimate showcase. So he's going to try to... you notice he's still running after me. He's going to try to... There it is. There's the buff. He's going to try to sword me soon. There's the sword. There goes the kunais. So I got about 2 more seconds to dodge him before his speed buff is up. Ah, he got it again. Okay, but... unintentionally long. I think that was so long. I don't know if that was 1 or 2, so we'll do 1 more. Sorry about that, everyone. But again, like, he should be starting with the combustive sword, so we'll just do that. So there it is. Kunais. No kunais. Okay. So there they are. Okay, so now we'll change the load order really quick, just to kind of showcase the change. Again, I have done this a lot of times. I know, like, it maybe seems like I'm doing this once or twice. I'm just kind of like saying these things, but I have done this like pretty extensively, and I can guarantee like this is how it works. He's going to pretty much use his flower jutsu. Well, there's no probably he is. He's going to use it first. So we'll do 1 short range and then 1 long range, or 1 long range and then 1 short range. So the key is what we're looking for is we're looking to avoid his phoenix flower and then kind of wait till his speed wears off and then seal him again. So here it comes now. At 27, we're good. So now we'll do the close range. Again, I'll have to watch out for the phoenix flower. There it is. This time I gotta wait till 25. And you'll notice there, like, his teleport does not refresh his buffs if it's active. We'll get more into that later, but I do want to mention that. So now we'll talk about his rekit stuff. So there's a lot of talk about his rekit did not improve Shisui at all, and I really disagree. As you can see, like through those examples, I was able to handle Shisui pretty easily. His rekit makes him really hard to handle in that way. So first of all, flash double kind of works in the sense that it does make him more unpredictable. So for the long range, he'll start with flash double always because that is his longest range attack there. But in the close range pattern, I can't predict him at all. It seems to be completely random. So we kind of just showcase the long range. So here comes flash double. So, and then we have that. And that's honestly like his rekit for that. Oh, that move alone is like really worth it. So we got him sealed. His speed buff should be down. So we're gonna punish him. Okay. So that was long range 1. We'll do 1 more time. And he refreshed it, so now we have more time to wait. He's the 26, so we should be good now. Okay, so that was long range. Now we'll do 2 close range. And you'll see here, even though I have flash double first, he could do Halo Dance first, he could do flash double first. Like, there's no really, I can't predict it. He did get the flash double. At 25, we should be good. And at this point, it's just cleanup. Okay, so we'll do one more close range. And then we'll get into, I'll do a quick order switch, we'll do one of those, and then we'll get into the evasion, and we'll talk about the jutsus themselves. So again, long range. So this time he actually used the sword, and that's what I mean when I say it's kind of iffy. He can use either or. I kind of messed that up there. But it's fine because he messed up his teleport. So you'll see, like, even though I have him in the close range pattern, he kind of just switched to do whatever he wanted to do there. Like I said, for whenever he has flash double on, I can't actually, or I haven't been able to predict how he's going to use his jutsus. With most other setups, I usually can. So this time we're going to put Halo Dance first, flash double, teleport, and Tsukumo, and we'll just kind of do the long and close range example one time. At long range, you'll notice he still does flash double. At close range, it's still kind of up in the air. So flash double has priority. There it is. He hits me with that because he's a bastard. Okay. So now we'll do the close range. Like I said, this could be either or. I can't actually, I don't know how to predict this one. Or maybe it's just unpredictable, I don't know. But I'll kind of just be evasive just because I don't know what's happening. So here comes Flash. Oh, he refreshed it, so this is bad. Should be now. Okay, so that's 1 and 1. So now we'll put up our fence and we'll go back to his old kit and we'll talk about the evasion and the range on his jutsus. Actually, we'll stay with the new kit. It should be Halo Dance, Flash Double, and his ultimate. So we'll talk about those. So first of all, it's worth noting that Shisui has no jutsus that can go over a wall at all. He will teleport behind the wall, but he won't actually ever use any attack jutsus, so you don't have to worry about being hit by that. That being said, with this barricade, he can use attacks through the barricade. Both of his rekit jutsus can go through a barricade, and he will start both of them through barricades, so you'll see he might start Flash Double soon. The AI is not smart, I will say that every time. So there goes Flash Double. It's a range 1 attack, it comes straight out. It does apply that small or medium damage over time effect. But as you can see, like, the range 1 isn't very long. If you're about out here, and I play close in, so you'll see, like, right there, it's just a straight shot. You can easily just kind of run side to side and avoid it. Like so. Now you see his Halo Dance. It does have 4 or 5 hits, and he will start it from behind the barricade, even though he won't do it from behind the wall. That also does apply another damage over time effect. The thing about Shisui is every single one of his jutsus except for his teleport applies a damage over time effect. So any hit is kind of not fatal, but it hurts a lot. So we'll talk about now we'll actually take off his speed boost, and then we'll talk about his rekit ultimate. So his rekit ultimate is actually very interesting to me. It doesn't hit floor wide, but it is extremely fast. I think it's one of the fastest activations in the entire game. Like, even if you know it's coming, it can be very, very hard to dodge. I mean, not even dodge, just to prepare for it. It pretty much, I don't even think he gets a cutscene when he does it. It's just there, and you die. So you got to be very, very careful with that. But I missed that one. So it's gonna take about 4 hits to get him down to low health. Okay, so he should be there. As you can see, he does have low health. He should be able to use his ultimate if he could hit me, but he can't hit me through the wall. Shisui will never attempt to use his re-kit ultimate through the wall. So if someone does have Shisui set up on a defense and he's between the wall and you get him to low health and he doesn't do anything, he has his re-kit ultimate. He's not using Kodo. So I'll go him over here. His ultimate is a range 2 attack. Like I said, it is very fast and it does shoot out these needles. We didn't get to see it that time, so I'll end up doing this again. I'll just actually break the fence down when I get him on low health. It is a range 2 attack. The needles do extend as far as they can go until they hit a wall or something like that. And they can go through barricades, even if they can't go through the wall. So come back here, Shisui, please. Okay, I think that was 3. So I'll bring him up here. We'll kind of like talk about the activation speed of it. So he'll come running now, and then so you see like no chance. It was so fast. I moved to the side, and before I could even put my finger on body blow, yeah, I was dead. So if you're not prepared for it, you're dead. If you are prepared for it, typically you're still dead. It is a very, very fast ultimate. There's no cutscene for it. You just die. So, yeah. That's why I like that one. Now, so I'll keep the get fence up this time, and I'll try to see if I can get him angle it so he does try to use the blades. There should be one more. So if I hang back right here, we should be able to see the blades. I'll just break this fence. So he's going to run over. We'll keep it zoomed out. So you see, the needles come out, and if you run, they do track, but if you run away, then you can actually avoid it. And the needles are multi-hit, so unless you have like a really good iframe, you're not going to be able to counter iframe it, like body blow it. But yeah, so that's it for his re-kit stuff. So now we're going to look at his old kit stuff again. I'm going to try to keep this video kind of shorter, but, you know, this is Shisui. If you want to learn how to fight God, then, you know, we got to go in depth. So now we're going to switch to his old kit. And we will actually leave the teleport on for the first time. So we'll use Koto, Phoenix Flower, Sword Attack, Teleport. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now we'll talk about the range on his Phoenix Flower. Again, like even with this setup, he doesn't have any attacks that can go through the wall. Let's see here. He'll teleport, but that's pretty much about it. I'm actually talking about the teleport. So the teleport is a buff that applies, as we went over earlier, evasion and a speed boost medium. You can tell it refreshes when it does that thing. So right now when he has that shaky thing, that's the evasion buff. So that means his Veda's up when it has like the little swirly cloud. Let's see if we can get him to teleport again. When it has the swirly cloud, that means he has the speed buff. The evasion buff only lasts for 8 seconds. So that's the thing. If you can hold out for 8 seconds against Shisui, like you want to do that reactive playstyle I was talking about in my Kabuto video, you should be able to like deal with him. If you're trying to fight him, it's just not really going to work that well. Moving over here, we'll talk about what he can do through the fence. So the only thing that he can actually do through the fence is his Phoenix Flower Jutsu. That is another range 2 attack, which means it can extend the entire length of the map as long as it doesn't hit a wall. It is fairly easy to dodge. As you see, like from back here, I'm just moving. And yeah, he can't really hit me. I'm not even like doing concentrated dodging. I'm just running back and forth. If you go a little bit closer, it is like a shotgun jutsu, so it does a lot more damage up close than it does from far away. We'll see if he wants to hit me with this. Yep. So, like I said, mine's is weaker, but that hit me for like 9k combined. But you also notice like he never uses his combustive sword attack. His combustive sword attack works the same way Kabuto's poison does, or his chakra blade. If you're one tile away or more, he won't proc it. But if you're in an adjacent tile, then he will. So if I had moved the gate up, he would actually do it. Actually, we're gonna do this because we'll take off the speed boost again. Okay, so we're gonna keep. So I'm also gonna change his load order just to kind of show you. You guys noticed that, or everyone noticed that he never actually tried to use combustive sword. With this setup, he'll actually never try to use anything. As I said earlier in the video, for some reason the ranges or the priorities on these two attacks are the same. I'm not sure if that was intentional or accidental by Bandai, but what that means is, as long as there's a fence up, because the range is the same for the kunais and the combustive sword, if the combustive sword is first, he'll never attack me if he can't get to me. So you'll see here, like I'll sit here for like 30 or 40 seconds. The last time you notice he did use the Phoenix Flower Jutsu. If I sit right here, he will never do anything. So yeah, like that kind of also proves my point where I was saying before, as far as it's determined by range and it's determined by like the attack order. It seems to be a combination of both. So now we'll move him over here and we'll talk about his ultimate, his Kodo. So it's going to take about 4 hits to get him a little health again. First I'll showcase like that it can hit you from across the room. Typically you want to be close to Shisui so you can see it. If you're too far out, then you won't even see it coming, and that's, if you can't see it coming, it's a lot harder to iframe. Oh my god. Okay, we screwed that up. Okay, so now he's gonna do it. So we'll do the close range one first. So you'll see the lights come down. Pretty much the damage proc doesn't start until then. So once the light comes down, that's when you kind of want to use your iframe. But now we'll go back to the long range version. I wasn't expecting Neji to lock onto the fence. Bad Neji. Okay, so that's 1. Oops. 2. 3 and 4. So now we should get Kodo. You notice from this far, I don't even really. Well, now you ran over here. Okay. But the further away you are, you can't actually see the lights coming. I kind of want to talk about the invincibility now, iframing it. But you want to be close to Shisui when he does it, because the range doesn't matter. You're going to get hit by it anyway. But if you can't see it, if you can't hear it, it's that much harder to iframe. And then after that, we'll get into like the showcase. So you'll see here, he's going to do it. It's not when he does that. It's when the light comes down. As soon as the light comes down, that's when the attack starts. You'll notice now he has like these sparkly things around him. That lasts for about 10 seconds. No, it lasts exactly for 10 seconds. So during this time, all attacks are going to miss Shisui. Like, they won't even register. There's no point in doing it because you're just leaving yourself open. At that point, all you really want to do is evade him. And the same thing actually does apply to... So now we'll get into the showcase. Because I think we did all the evasion for everything. We talked about the teleport, yeah. So we'll use the setup I use for Shisui, which I think is one of his most dangerous ones because I dislike it intensely. The Halo style dance, the shotgun, and then Tsukumo, and then teleport, of course. Shisui is not Shisui without teleport. With his teleport, he's a god. Without it, he's just another unit that goes down. So I'm probably gonna get like mixed results here because this is my least favorite loadout. And as I was saying earlier, I feel like Halo Dance addressed a lot of Shisui's tracking problems with Combustive Sword. You know, you can dodge Combustive Sword pretty easily by circling out, but the tracking on Halo Dance is a lot smoother, so that makes it harder to see like he follows me. And once he follows, so now I hit that. And the thing is, because I know what's going to happen, I can usually finish it after I seal him. So that's one for Neji. But you know, like I said, he does do that first one. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we'll go into, we'll do another character. Fortress. Okay, we'll use Iamos. But like, yeah, the thing is, like, you don't want to fight him when his speed buff is up. It's not really smart. It's better to just wait the 8 seconds and evade him. So I'm gonna try to iframe. Still got tagged. Alright, so Sasuke got it. We'll try Hinata, and this is partly what I think makes Hinata so dangerous. She can heal she can seal for 10 seconds on any hit. So even if there's a low chance of hitting Shisui, there's a chance she could still seal him. So like if I had sealed before that, I would have got him. And that's why I don't like his ultimate. See, so like, you notice, I thought I was still damaging him. I was wrong. I was dead. So Hinata, in a rare twist, I thought she would be the easiest person to win with. She has now died. Okay, so we're going to try V2. So you see, like, I'm still getting, like, with this setup, it's really hard for me to perfect Shisui. There are ways to evade Halo Dance, but I have not perfected them. I can do it, like, very, very rarely. V2 is V2 Itachi is very underrated. V2 Itachi is probably like one of the best characters in my opinion. He's a really high rank. Alright, so we're just under 30 minutes. So I'll probably do like 2 more and then we'll call that a wrap. Let's see if I can get lucky. No luck. So if I don't get him here, yeah, so that's game over for Shikamaru. Okay, but I used his ultimate. Shikamaru is just a monster with his ultimate. We'll try Danzo. Danzo is the natural Shisui killer. Yeah, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to like showcase that evade on his other thing, on his Halo Blade. It's too much for me. Again, see, like that move is just so fast. I was doing so great. So we're at 29 minutes. So I think we're gonna call it a wrap there. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please drop them down below. If you do like this kind of content, consider liking and subscribing. I don't know who I'm going to do next. It's probably going to be, I don't know yet. But if we do give team attack missions this week, then my video might happen on the weekend. If we have surprise attack missions, then it's probably gonna be a while. I do want to like grind more seriously for those things. But yeah, I'm gonna decide who it's going to be. It's going to have to be a character I do have a full kit for, and someone who's, I guess, released fairly. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it might be Naruto, or Sasuke, because they're both very difficult to deal with. So yeah, that's it. I'll put the notes up at the end. Thanks for watching. Demon SQ out.